decide to get rid of some of the mountains of leftovers in your fridge. Pull out the last of the barbecue chicken, cream cheese from the Cheesecake Pups, and cheese and peppers from a pizza party a while back. Dump chicken into slow cooker, getting as much off the bag as possible. Add cream cheese and peppers. Set on high for 30 minutes to melt the cream cheese, then reduce to low and leave for 4 hours. Take frozen pie crusts left over from Christmas and thaw them in the oven. Gather tomatoes, bell peppers, half an onion, a handful of mushrooms, and a couple of squashes. Cut into small pieces and slide onto wooden skewers, also left over from the Cheesecake Pops. End up with a shitload of chopped vegetables you need to find something else to do with. Take crusts out of oven and find that being thawed that way makes them floppy and sweaty. Begin chopping a whole bunch of garlic. Decide F that noise and switch to a press. Melt exactly too damn much butter. Continue cooking until butter begins to brown. Turn off heat, add garlic, and stir until it stops bubbling. Spread garlic butter on pie crust and coat with powdered cheese. Put rest of the butter on even though it clearly wasn't needed. Cut crust and try to twist into breadsticks, but learn that pie dough doesn't work like that. Bake according to the pastry shell directions on the package. Place leftover rosemary potatoes in a baking dish. Forget you left the camera running while you set up for the next shot. Check on chicken goop to make sure it's properly incorporated. Remove garlic crust from oven and pour some of the excess butter into the potatoes. Split the crust apart to see if that will make them crispier. Find that no, it just made even more butter leak out and got them soggier. Place vegetable skewers in oven and hope they turn out better. Discover that the crust you used had sugar mixed into it because it was meant for desserts. Remove beautiful vegetable sticks from oven. Oh yeah, and the potatoes were in there too. Spoon chicken goop onto the side or on top of the potatoes. Garnish with sugary garlic dough. Eat it. Yum. Yeah, so aside from the vegetable skewers, really nothing in that turned out the way I had hoped it would. First of all, the cream cheese in the barbecue chicken, I had planned on making that into a dip. That was my idea for that. So I was going to form that pie crust into a bowl and have those, cut the strips around the edges to break off and dip into it. But then the pie dough turned out, the consistency was too floppy to actually form a bowl like that, especially after I thawed it the way I did, which I would, if I had given myself more time, like if I had put those out the night before or something, I wouldn't have done it that way. But yeah, they turned out, it would not have stayed upright enough to do that. And then the rosemary potatoes were getting kind of old, so those weren't actually that good either. I ate them mostly, but I ended up throwing a lot of them away because they'd been around for too long and they just weren't. And finally, those sugary garlic things, yeah, those were just weird. Like, we ate them, they were standable, but like the sugariness with the garlic was just weird, and I used way too much butter, so they were super greasy. So yeah, that was just failed experiments left and right. But, so I don't actually recommend trying any of these recipes in this episode, except, the vegetable skewer, if you want to take that time. That's a fun thing you can do. But, this was just a episode in my kitchen life that I wanted to share with you guys, so there you have it. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Go try some of my other recipes, because these ones were not that great. If they're good, tell me how much you like them. If they suck, tell me how to fix them. Follow me on Facebook, Sabertooth Chef. Follow me on Twitter at Saver_Tooth. And now that I finally have a smartphone coming soon to Instagram, you already know how YouTube works, so do all of the things. And I will see you in the kitchen.